It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 30th of August. I'm Michael Groff. Yesterday in the valley, the heat rolls on, a high of 109 degrees. We'll be right around there today as we're still under an excessive heat warning, but high pressure will weaken. Moisture will increase by this weekend. Slight chances of showers and thunderstorms will return to the forecast. We still have Harvey on the board as well, so a lot going on in the weather world. Let's get out there and discuss this morning at 5:15 a.m. The view toward Camelback Mountain, clear skies in the valley, and a warm start to the day once again. 90 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 52, relative humidity 28%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. Temperatures across the area this morning, 77 right now, the cool spot at Fort McDowell. Otherwise, low 80s to low 90s just about everywhere else. Here's the water vapor satellite. High pressure in control out here in the west. Some drier air on the backside of Harvey getting caught up in that. So deep monsoon moisture not here, just enough for a few showers and storms. Speaking of Harvey, a flash flood emergency was issued last night for the Beaumont-Port Arthur area in southeast Texas, some parts of southwest Louisiana under flash flood warnings and emergencies as well. As Harvey moves on shore, tropical storm warnings continue there. And flash flood watches now extend through much of Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, and into Tennessee. Elsewhere, we have dense fog advisories, plenty of those. Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, much of lower Michigan, parts of Indiana and Ohio. Out here in the west, it's the heat. That's the big story. Excessive heat warning continues for the valley through tonight. And then the National Weather Service will drop that here. Yuma and La Paz counties under excessive heat warnings as well. Much of southern Nevada and California as well, with fire danger out here in the west. Also, on the convective outlook, a slight risk of severe storms, parts of Mississippi and Alabama, a marginal risk surrounding that. The big threat will be these little spin-up tornadoes with the deeper convection associated with the east side of the circulation of Harvey. Speaking of Harvey, here's the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center. Still a tropical storm located just to the east-northeast of the Sabine Pass, right around Lake Charles this morning. Maximum sustained winds 45 miles per hour, but it's the rain that's the big story, of course. And Beaumont-Port Arthur last night, they experienced what Houston had Saturday night. Some of those areas had over 20 inches of rain, and that's just devastating news for Beaumont, Port Arthur, Lake Charles, the Sabine River, the Sabine Pass. As far as our weather, let's talk about that now as we check the models. Here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. High pressure north of the state. Easterly flow. And there's just enough moisture to squeeze out a few showers and thunderstorms in the mountains. And those will drift toward the deserts this afternoon. Make no mistake about it, just as they have the last few days. But there's just no upper support. There's very limited moisture. About all we can hope for here in the valley is maybe some gusty winds this afternoon or this evening. Not really enough to put any measurable rain in our forecast. One or two spots might see something, but it's just not enough to warrant a mention. Highs this afternoon, 106 to 110. High pressure slowly weakening, and I'm kind of questioning whether or not we'll even get to 110 here in the valley. I think we're going to be on the lower end of that scale. Still, the hottest desert spots will exceed the 110-degree mark, however. Tonight, with partly cloudy skies, lows mainly in the 80s to near 90. Tomorrow, a little bit cooler, highs 105 to 108, with high pressure still in control. Friday, we see a tropical system down there near the Baja, and that's just going to sort of linger around there for a couple of days and start to push some moisture across northern Mexico up through the Gulf of California. Maybe a moisture surge comes in here for the Labor Day weekend. Still Friday, I think only limited shower and thunderstorm activity over the mountains. Maybe some gusty winds Friday afternoon, Friday night here in Phoenix, but just not looking that way. Highs 104 to 107. As we kick off the Labor Day weekend, here's Saturday, and we'll see a subtle increase in moisture through the weekend with better chances of showers and thunderstorms, especially over the high country. So if you're headed up there for the Labor Day weekend, keep in mind that there will be a chance of showers and thunderstorms each day. Here in the valley, late afternoon and evening hours, at least a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures will come down just a bit too. Highs 102 to 106 on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And unfortunately, we see another low pressure area developing over the western Gulf of Mexico. This has been advertised in the last few runs of the GFS. Now, this is not an official forecast. Can't take this as gospel right now, but certainly that's not good. And even though the GFS isn't developing a major tropical system there, it is showing significant moisture moving north toward the Texas coast. And that's not what we want to see. Here's Tuesday, and the GFS very bullish on precipitation here in Arizona. Scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms, indicating an upswing in storm activity and moisture levels. Not ready to buy into that just yet. Maybe some disturbances rotate around this ridge, but for now, just keeping a consistent forecast with a slight chance of late afternoon and evening showers and storms. High temperatures might back off just a little bit further, though, into the 100 to 104 bracket. Let's go to a week from today. This is Wednesday, the 6th of September. High pressure north of the state. That's still favorable for bringing in monsoon moisture and at least slight chances of late afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. The pattern really isn't going to change all that much. The moisture levels might come up just a little bit and the heat levels come down slightly. And this is Thursday, the 7th. No real change here. Here's the end of the forecast period. This is Friday, September the 8th. And still, the monsoon pattern with us with slight chances of late afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. Don't see any major weather features to change this pattern anytime soon. And let's just take a look at this real quick. This is the European way out here to 240 hours. This would be 8 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, the 8th of September. It's indicating a significant tropical system. That'd be a major hurricane somewhere north of Hispaniola. So to the east-southeast of the Bahamas at this point. And again, this is not an official forecast. This is just model output, but this has been advertised in the last few runs of the European and something that needs to be watched with all the other tropical nonsense that's been going on. The trend is that the tropics in the Gulf and in the Atlantic are going to get more active. And so folks on the East Coast and in the Gulf need to watch this very carefully. All right, let's look at the temperatures coming off of the GFS ensemble for our area through the period. And, well, this is pretty consistent. High temperatures slightly above normal for late August and early to mid-September. And overall, moisture levels will still be around and slight chances of storms off and on for the next 10 days. That's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video back here tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for watching as always. Really do appreciate it. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe to us so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there. Have a great Wednesday.